Here's Smith to return it. These guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First and 10, McNair. And he can't escape, and down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give them this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away in the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the 30-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
It's a gain of 2.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology.
He's got Lockett. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And a quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a first down.
18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Wilson slings this out to Metcalf. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain there on the completion. Second and 10.
Second and 10.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Wilson connects with Tyler Lockett, and his guys have taken a first-quarter lead.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead.
Our home team 7, visitors nothing. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. And sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs quarterbacks in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
At the 38-yard line.
To throw on second down, Steve McNair. Will get this into the hands of Mostert. And he will take him down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, our home team 7, visitors nothing.
Now McNair looking for a first down throw. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it a second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down, McNair. Looking for his tight end. It's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
First and goal.
It's a gain of 35. Here's Mostert. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
At 7. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Tyler Lockett on the return. His guys take over first and 10. At their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Reggie White, what a force, got back there for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Sanders. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turn to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's McNair. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And Tucker's kick right there, it's good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead.
Our
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. They rename this one, and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone.
Tyler Lockett. And all the way in for the touchdown. From one end zone to the other, 101 yards. And his guys are able to make this a close game again.
Jason Myers.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach, his head coach, to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
Here's Smith to return it. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by two-time All-Pro Rodney Harrison. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
It certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. On first down, it's George. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. To throw on 2nd and 6, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Jair Alexander.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
It's 2nd and 8.
Now Mostert. And he'll just just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
This still anyone's contest. A 2-point game as we get back underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And we'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Down and 10.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll keep it on the ground. George. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run on first down. It's George. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the Cowboys' 44-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's up here to 29. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you're expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Third quarter of a 2-point game, a good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. This will be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off right around the 43. And they'll finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Well, I tell you, you can't fault the pass protection here. He had all day to throw, and he just couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. And quarterbacks will tell you that after a while, they start getting antsy back there. So this is just a great job defensively to stay with these receivers as long as they did.
Well, he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
10 at the 23-yard line.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
2nd and 10 at the Cowboys' 24-yard line.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. Flushed out right. Allen's got it over the middle. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
That's good.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
The 6-yard line.
Throwing is Wilson. That's complete right around the 8. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Wilson connects with Tyler Lockett. And his guys are going to retake the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is up to 5.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And we'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. From the gun, here's McNair. Shot in there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The veteran Andre Johnson the target on that one. And it's second down. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. To throw again. McNair. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Second down pass. Intercepted. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And this is taken at the 5. And touchdown! Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
When you said jumbled, they were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. McNair under pressure, and down he goes. Lightning speed there for the safety, Devin McCourty on the sack. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite.
To kick off.
And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. Block at the return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. To throw is Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's DK Metcalf taking it in. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead.
Jason Myers for the extra.
Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Block at the return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Now the first carry for Bush. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the run, it's Bush. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. First consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Nowhere, taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 50-yard line.
2nd and 11 now. They'll hand it off to Bush. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down.
No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Leads to 3rd and 11.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Robert Mathis. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. And taken right at the 35. Well, now only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Over 1st and 10. At the 48-yard line.
After the interception, here's Wilson. They'll find Metcalf. All the way down to the 7-yard line. Connection on that one. 42 yards. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
At the 7-yard line.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. There's Wilson to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, it's George. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. That's Anthony Barr coming in from his linebacker spot to bring him to the ground. The drive starts with Reggie Bush. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. On 2nd down now, it's Bush. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
The 21-yard line.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coaches' 2-minute drill.
A gain of 3, second down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And down to the 20. A big play there for the Bengals. 56 yards on the ground. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
On 2nd down, it's Bush, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, it's McNair. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10 at their own set.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
As he throws there, incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, but it'll be 2nd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Wilson finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
At the 28-yard line.
They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Wilson will throw again. Steps away to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
For Herb Smith, incomplete. He was defended by...
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
Formation.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Now it's Lockett. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. It's his running back with it. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the 2nd half. couple yards shy of the 30.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. On first down, Bush has some space here. 20, 10, and way in for a Cincinnati score. Reggie Bush, 60 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Lockett the return. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a first and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Night Train Lane. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters, and this is what he's always had, and that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
They'll start on the ground with Bush. And they string that play out nicely. He stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, second down. Third quarter, all tied up. This is second and 10.
At the 42-yard line.
Operating from the gun, McNair. That is incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
To throw on third down, McNair looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. From the gun, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop them here on 3rd down. From the gun, Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer, Night Train Lane. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Come on now. So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Bush. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Bush. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Bush on 3rd down. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
He will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 21-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On the jet sweep, this is Johnson. And we'll take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Lockett the return. Good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Throwing now is Wilson. And he slings one that's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it'll bring up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Night Train Lane. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D-lineman, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
They'll give Henry another shot. And he rolls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now to try to add the extra point, the lefty Anderson. His kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Take it in at the 3. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. To throw is Wilson. To throw on third down. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
For Tyler Lockett. Incomplete. Results in a fourth down.
Wilson in the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on fourth. Here we go. It's Wilson on fourth down. And it's incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. On first down, it's Bush. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals.